We're headed towards San Luis, one of the oldest, or the oldest town in the state of Colorado. We had a cattle mutilation on December the 8th. It is now the 12th. I didn't find out about this mutilation case until, 2 days ago. This is in a general area that on November 15th of this year we had a cattle mutilation. I'm not quite sure whether or not we'll be able to take samples with this one. We're going to look at it. The animal is 4 years old. That's about all I know so far. We seem to think the eyes are missing, the udder's missing, the anal area is missing. The day that it happened, I believe we're probably at -2, -4 degrees, and the animal was frozen. Hopefully, this would be number 5 for me. So that's enough for me now to start looking for a pattern. When you have 3, yeah, you can kind of triangulate the area where you have these mutilations, but anything more than 3, you can start looking for a pattern. I'm hoping we might be able to find something with number 5. My son Chuck, who's on leave from Afghanistan, he's out for another week or so. We're bringing him out so we can take a look at this firsthand and maybe have some fresh eyes on one of these cases and come up with some new ideas and new thoughts on what we need to do when doing an investigation. So it happened right here?
Right here.
Oh, just laying right here?
Yeah.
And you didn't see any type of marks where the animal was struggling? And there was no blood on the ground or on the straw here? Or, and did it look like it was dropped or just laid down?
Just laid down.
Have you seen any wolves?
No, there's no wolves here.
Have you seen any mountain lions?
No.
Okay. Just coyotes?
Coyotes, yeah. That's about it.
So what type of predator do you have to worry about? What would kill an animal out of here that size that you would know of?
Not an animal, no. Unless a mountain lion, but you never see anything like that. Not with a cow, anyway.
No satanic cults out here? No one practicing black magic?
That we know of.
Everybody's on the level out here, huh?
Yeah. This is similar to the Garin cow that was in March, where the whole udder area was taken out completely. Scavengers have a tendency of pulling. You can see where, that's why I'm getting real close though, the cameras where the cuts are pretty clean. I don't see any dark marks around the edges like as if it was cauterized, meaning like a laser cut. But it was definitely cut around the edges. It's really hard to say what's actually causing it. You know, we know from talking with the ranchers that it's not predators, because you know what a predator kill looks like. Wow, that's the first time that's happened. See that? I am really getting, it's really pegging here. If this was ghost hunters, I'd say that there was a spirit in there. So we're getting electromagnetic field coming from this area. Is there a tag in the ear? No.
Let's see if it's getting off the radio wave. I'm not getting anything on radio, so nothing's being transmitted. Out of the 4 other cases, I've never seen this before. So CSU will be very interested to hear about this.
This is kind of interesting to get a chance to come out here and actually see what's going on for the first time. I've seen some pretty graphic pictures, and this is the first time I've actually got to see it firsthand, so it's definitely an interesting experience.
One of the most fascinating things about this particular investigation is it was definitely a typical type of cattle mutilation case with the udder removed. And when I was using the tri-field meter on the electromagnetic setting, I was not only just getting minor meter movement, I was actually getting spikes and where the needle was actually buried. This is the first time I've ever seen that. A couple of the other mutilations where the calves were pretty much destroyed, but this one fell under the very typical type of a cattle mutilation scenario, something that you would normally read about that's been going on since 1967. Obviously, if I can't get to every case, which is kind of impossible anyway, but at least document any case that I hear of in this area so I can start working on a pattern with previous cases and see if there's any way that we can come up with a scenario that we'd be able to track these things and possibly get an idea of the general area where the next one could be mutilated. I mean, that's what we're kind of hoping for. Not only trying to find evidence of why the animal's dying, but maybe we can find some evidence that'll point us into the direction of where the next one will die.